They said it shouldn't be this hard, but I held you close. You were fighting battles you wouldn't let me see. So I stood beside your shadows and called it loyalty. When the thunder shook the windows, I never ran away. I stayed through storms, through every crashing wave, through nights you pushed me out, and mornings I still stay. I stayed through storms when the sky refused to clear. I held our fragile love while you disappeared. I dried your silent tears even when you wouldn't cry. Told myself that someday you'd finally see why. I bent like fragile branches in the wind of every fight. Convinced myself that staying meant that I was right. But love shouldn't feel like surviving every day. I stayed through storms while lightning split my heart, while pieces of forever slowly fell apart. I stayed through storms, believing we'd survive. You were already gone while I was trying to keep us alive. I thought that if I loved you through every breaking wave, you'd turn around and notice all the strength I gave. But you got used to shelter, got used to me holding tight, and I forgot what sunshine was supposed to feel like. Breakdown. I stayed. I fought. I stayed. You didn't know. I stayed through storms, but storms became our home, and I was the only one afraid to be alone. I stayed through storms till there was nothing left of me. Sometimes when I should have waited is braver than loyalty. I stayed through storms that I should have saved myself. Wrote our names in margins of a story we believe. Every line a promise of the life we thought we'd lead. Your laughter filled the chapters like sunlight through the storm. But somewhere in the ending, the last page was torn. The pictures in the album still whisper who you were. chasing forever before the words began to blur. I keep turning back the pages, but the ending won't return, because love lost its ending when the last page was torn. The last page is torn from the story of our hearts. All the dreams we were writing fell slowly apart. The last page is torn where goodbye should have been. Now the silence keeps repeating where our ending might have been. I keep searching for closure in the memories we've worn, but forever disappear when the last page was torn. Your letters in the drawer now feel heavier each night. Little folded memories of everything felt right. The songs we loved together still echo through my mind. Every melody returning to a love we left behind. I try to keep believing time would help me move on, but some stories keep aching when their ending is gone. Maybe love was fragile, like a candle in the storm, and fate turned out the light when the last page was torn. The last page is torn like a promise in the rain. Every silent midnight still whispers your name. The last page is torn, but my heart keeps the start. Every moment we lived is written in my heart. I keep reading the chapters of the love we once adorned, but forever lost its ending when the last page was torn. Maybe somewhere in another life our story finds its end, where love doesn't falter and forever doesn't bend. But here inside this memory, my heart still mourns the ending we never wrote when the last page was torn. The last page is torn, yet your memory remains like echoes in the midnight or soft falling rain. The last page is torn, but my heart still believes some love never vanishes, it just quietly grieves. And if you ever remember the promises we swore, you'll find them in the story before the last page was torn. Because the hardest kind of heartbreak is the one love never warns of, forever left unfinished when the last page is torn. When the last page is torn. You used to say I was your world, your safe and steady place, but somewhere in the middle I saw it on your face. Like I was almost perfect, but missing something small. like loving me was close, but not enough at all. I tried to be your everything, bend in every way. I wasn't enough to make you wanna stay. Wasn't enough to keep your doubts away. I gave you all my heart, every broken piece, but I wasn't enough for you to choose me. I changed the way I dressed, changed the way I spoke, held back parts of who I was just to give you hope. I studied all your silences, tried to read your mind, blame myself for every crack we couldn't leave behind. I thought if I loved harder, it would fill the space, but I wasn't enough when forever got hard, when the shine wore off and we showed our scars. I wasn't enough, and that's what broke me most. Not losing you, but losing who Tell me what I could have done to be the one you keep. Was I just a lesson you didn't plan to keep? Or did you need a version of someone I can't be? 'Cause I gave you all I had, and you still left me. I shrunk myself to fit your heart, and still it fell apart. I wasn't enough, at least that's how it feels when you walk away and don't look back at me. I wasn't enough, but maybe that's not true. Maybe I was everything, just not for you. I wasn't enough. Maybe I'm enough for someone who stays. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a bang, it wasn't the sound of a bell that rang. It was just the rust on the garden gate, the quiet arrival of a heavy fate. We didn't notice the hairline cracks or the way we stopped covering each other's tracks until the floorboards hearts started to moan, and we realized we were living in a house of stone. A little less laughter every Tuesday night, a little more distance in the morning light. We were dying in inches, we were fading in degrees, like the autumn wind stripping all the leaves from the trees. Oh, it wasn't a wildfire, it wasn't a blow, it was the coldest, steadiest kind of snow. Love broke us slowly, piece by tiny piece, until the weight of the us felt like a release. No sudden tragedy, no grand goodbye, just a long, slow leak in a summer sky. Yeah, we didn't shatter, we just started to fray, until love broke us slowly and carried us away. I look at the photos from 3 years back, and I try to find the moment the engine jumped the track. But your eyes were still kind, and my hand was still there. We were breathing in a different kind of air. Then the I love yous turned into good nights, and we stopped making up after all the small fights. We became experts at the art of the shrug, pulling the warmth out from under the rug. I almost wish you cheated, I almost wish you'd lied, anything to justify this hollow feeling deep inside. But how do you mourn a slow motion wreck with your arms still wrapped around each other's neck? 'Cause it wasn't a wildfire, it wasn't a blow, it was the coldest, steadiest kind of snow. Love broke us slowly, piece by tiny piece, until the weight of the us felt like a release. No sudden tragedy, no grand goodbye, just a long, slow leak in a summer sky. Yeah, we didn't shatter, we just started to fray, until love broke us slowly and carried us away. Steadiest kind of snow. Love broke us slowly, piece by tiny piece, until the weight of the us felt like a release. No sudden tragedy, no grand goodbye, just a long, slow leak in a summer sky. Yeah, we didn't shatter, we just started to fray, until love broke us slowly and carried us away. Carried us away. Watching the colors turn to gray, we didn't even notice the end, until there was nothing left to bend. Slowly, so slowly. We're walking on a frozen lake in June, waiting for the sky to fall or the stars to lose the moon. I touch your hand and feel the static charge. The distance between us has grown so large. We're holding our breath like it's all we have left, in a house made of glass, committing a theft of one more hour, one more I'm fine, while we're tracing the cracks in a jagged line. Don't speak too loud, the vibrations might hurt. We're buried in layers of silence and dirt. I'm reaching for you, but I'm terrified to touch, because loving you lately just costs too much. And we've got brittle hearts in a heavy world, like a flag in a storm that's been tightly furled. One little tap and we'll shatter to dust, victims of time and a wandering trust. We're paper thin walls and porcelain skin, trying to keep all the wreckage within. It's a delicate art, just falling apart with these fragile, frozen, brittle hearts. I saw a hairline fracture in your smile today. A piece of the magic just crumbled away. We used to be iron, we used to be oak. Now we're just mirrors and mirrors just broke. I'm sweeping the shards into piles on the floor, but I can't remember what we were fighting for. Handle with care, that's what the label said, but we tore off the warning and ran in instead. Now the temperature's dropping, the edges are sharp, and the wind's playing ghosts on the strings of my heart. Yeah, we've got brittle hearts in a heavy world, like a flag in a storm that's been tightly furled. One little tap and we'll shatter to dust, victims of time and a wandering trust. We're paper thin walls and porcelain skin, trying to keep all the wreckage within. It's a delicate art, just falling apart with these fragile, frozen, brittle hearts. Watch the pieces fall. Don't try to catch them, you'll only bleed. It's not the kind of love that we both need, just a soft goodbye before the shivering starts and we break for good. Our brittle hearts. I woke up looking for the gold on the floor, the way the morning used to dance through the door. But the shadows are heavy and the ceiling is low, and there's nowhere for a hollow heart to go. I remember the warmth of your hand on my face, like a summer that lived in this empty space. But the sky turned a color I don't recognize, and I'm losing the light that I saw in your eyes. The mercury's dropping, the garden is gray. I'm shivering here in the middle of day. I reach for the phone just to hear your breath, but the silence is heavy as a winter death. You were the brightness, the break in the storm, the only thing keeping my shivering warm. Now the horizon is just a blurred line between your goodbye and this life of mine. And its clouds block the sun, now that the damage is finally done. I'm standing in the cold, waiting for a break, but the sky is as heavy as the heart you take. The world's gone dim, the colors have bled to the charcoal and ash of the things we said. Yeah, it's clouds but the sky is as heavy as the heart you take. The world's gone dim, the colors have bled to the charcoal and ash of the things we said. Just a low-hanging mist and a ghost of a kiss. I'm waiting for a breeze that'll never arrive, trying to remember how it felt to be alive. The sun is gone, the clouds stayed on. The table's set for two tonight, but only one sits down. Your chair across the candlelight just faces empty ground. The waiter asked so gently, will someone else arrive? I forced a quiet smile and said they couldn't make it tonight. Your glass still catches candlelight like it's waiting patiently, but every lonely heartbeat knows it's only here with me. We used to fill the silence with laughter and with fun. Now every quiet evening is dining for only one. Dining for only one, where two hearts used to be. Every empty chair still whispers you to me. Dining for only one, while memories overflow. Every little moment is something we used to know. I keep staring at the doorway like you might still come, but love left me sitting here, dining for only one. The music softly playing feels colder than before. Every gentle melody walks you through the door. The waiter clears your place setting, but I ask him not to yet, because somewhere deep inside my heart you haven't left me yet. The candle burns a little low, like the love we used to hold, and every flicker in the flame feels lonely and cold. Maybe love grows quieter before the story is done. Maybe hearts keep waiting long after someone's gone. Dining for only one, every promise fades away. Every silent evening feels longer than the day. Dining for only one, where your laughter used to stay. Every quiet memory still pulls me yesterday. I keep chasing echoes of the love we had begun, but forever left me here, dining for only one. Maybe someday healing will bring a brighter sun, and I'll learn to live a life that isn't built on one. But tonight the truth is simple and painfully well done. I'm still loving someone while dining dining for only one, dining for only one. Yeah, your memory remains like whispers in the midnight or soft falling rain. Dining for only one, but my heart still knew every dream I ever carried was still in love with you. And if love ever finds me somewhere life's begun, I hope it never leaves me, dining for only one. Because the loneliest kind of heartbreak isn't thunder when it's done. It's a candle slowly burning while you're dining for only one. Your shadow lives in every room, like you never went away. The silence keeps repeating all the words you used to say. Your laughter in the hallway, your footsteps on the floor. Every little memory still knocks on my heart's door. I try to leave the past behind, but somehow it appears, because the love we left behind is louder through the years. Some memories fade slowly, like pictures in the rain, but yours stay sharp inside my mind, like echoes of the pain. I remember too clearly every look in your eyes, every whispered promise, every hidden goodbye. I remember too clearly every night we held on, every dream we believed in before it all went wrong. Time can try to heal me, but the truth is always true. No matter how I try to move on, I remember you. Your jacket in the closet still smells a bit like you. 1,000 tiny pieces of a love I thought I knew. The songs we used to dance to now feel too hard to play, because every single melody still carries you my way. I tell myself I'm stronger, that I'll finally let you go, but memories don't listen when the heart still holds you close. Maybe love leaves traces no one else can see, like invisible reminders of what we used to be. I remember too clearly every tear that fell, every silent moment when our heaven turned to hell. I remember too clearly how your hand fit in mine, how forever felt so certain for a little while in time. Time can try to change me, but the truth still pulls me through, because every broken memory still belongs to you. Maybe one day the memories will soften in my mind. Maybe time will blur the edges of the love we left behind. But tonight Tonight they shine like fire, burning straight and true. Every single moment I remember you. I remember too clearly every kiss, every scar, every piece of my heart you carried when you walked too far. I remember too clearly, even now that you're gone. Some loves leave a memory that keeps living on. And if forgetting ever comes, it's something I can't do, because my heart still holds the truth. I remember you. And the hardest part of losing you is the thing I can't undo. No matter how time passes, I remember too clearly you. I remember every promise, every word you swore was true. I built my world around your heartbeat, never thought I'd lose you. You were drifting like the tide, but I kept standing still, holding on to what we once had, long after you lost the will. I gave you every piece of me, but love was something you set free. I stayed too loyal to your heart, even when it walked away. I kept believing in your love while you were fading day by day. I stayed too loyal to your name, to the dreams we used to hold. But loving you was breaking me, and I was just too loyal. I defended every silence, every time you shut me out. Told myself you still love me, even when I felt the doubt. I kept waiting for tomorrow, for the you I used to know. But every step I took towards you was one step closer to letting go. I should have seen the truth inside, but love can make a heart go blind. I stayed too loyal to your heart, even when it walked away. I kept believing in your love while you were fading day by day. I stayed too loyal to your name, to the vows we never spoke. But loving you was slowly turning my whole world into smoke. Maybe loyalty was never wrong. Maybe I just chose too long to hold a love that wasn't there and call it something strong. Now I'm standing in the silence where your memory still roams, learning how to love myself in the ashes of our home. I stayed too loyal to your heart, long after you were gone. I kept fighting for forever while you were moving on. I stayed too loyal to our love, to every story we turn the clock somehow, I'd still give you my soul. But maybe this time I wouldn't stay so loyal. I keep checking the same empty pockets for your hand. Like maybe if I look long enough, you'll still be there to stand. The streets we used to walk have changed their names overnight. Every corner turns into a question mark under streetlight. I thought love came with directions, a compass in your eyes, but you left without a warning, without even one goodbye. Now north feels like regret, and south just tastes like rain, and I'm spinning in the middle with nothing left to gain. I'm lost without a map, darling, and the stars won't speak your name. Every road I take just circles back to the hurt and the blame. I've been wandering these shadows, calling out for home, but home was you, and you're gone, and I'm still so alone. Lost without a map, no north, no south, just echoes where your laugh used to be. I'm lost, and the world keeps moving on without me. I drive past our old diner, the booth still has our stain. Coffee ring from your cup like a permanent tattoo of pain. I sit there sometimes hoping some stranger will sit down and accidentally say the things you used to say when you were around. They say time redraws the lines, carves new paths through the ache, but every sunrise just reminds me of the promises you'd break. I'm not angry anymore, I'm just quietly undone, a traveler with no destination, missing the only one. I'm lost without a map, baby, and the sky forgot my name. Every mile marker mocks me, every sign looks the same. I've been searching for a feeling that died inside your car when you drove away forever and left the door ajar. Lost without a map, no compass, no coordinates, no reason left to fight. I'm lost in the geography of missing you tonight. Maybe one day I'll find a new horizon, a different kind of light. Maybe I'll stop looking for your shadow in the middle of the night. But right now every heartbeat sounds like footsteps walking out, and I don't know how to follow when there's no route at all. I'm lost without a map, and I don't wanna be found, not if being found means living in this ghost-filled town. You were my true direction, my only place to land. Now I'm just a stranger maybe that's okay for today.